Now, I think your book actually shows this being done prone instead of supine. Either way is fine. I'm going to tell you, prone is uncomfortable for a lot of people. So as much as you can do supine, the better off you'll be. Okay. So I want her abducted to 90, elbow flexed. So this is our neutral position, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my stable arm with gravity. Okay, so perpendicular to the floor. And then, so here's my 0 point. So if you look at this, here's my 0 right here on the dial. Okay, so we're just going to follow the line as it gets bigger. So if we're going into external rotation, I want you to pull your arm. So you see how I'm just kind of going right with her. Okay, so I went from 0 to 82. Okay, we'll come back to the middle. So I'll record that as 0 to 82. And I'm going to come back this way and do the same thing. Well, look at that shoulder. You see how she's popping her shoulder up?
That's all she can do.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing that you want to watch while you're doing this.
Yeah.
You want to keep that shoulder as flat as possible.
It's funny how I just did that.
Yes. Yeah. And you can actually get more.
Yeah, you could be able to get more if she's standing up, right?
Her elbows
'Cause
all set it down where she's laying down.
It's hard to do this one standing up.
But she could get more range,
So you
though.
would hold down the shoulders to see where.
So I would like get you to where I want you, and then maybe come back in and measure.
Mhm.
But you just got to watch that shoulder that they're not
Awesome.
cheating and popping up. Yeah. Okay.
So would it be the same like measurement as far as like that was 82? Would it be different? Would it be like 80?
We're going to go with what your book actually says, just as a way of developing some consistency. And
How would
yeah.
you measure
they
that?
have internal rotation listed as 0 to 70.
How would you
Okay, so it'd be
measure that
opposite.
prone? You can't go through the bed. Would you hang her arm off the side?
Can you roll over in your tummy for me? So here we'd want our towel, but here's our neutral, and we would come up and then come back.
Her shoulder did the poppy thing
Yeah.
out and went up.
Yeah.
So into
I'm not
that
trying to
side.
do it, but it just, I know.
Because it seems
Well,
like when you're laying
this
supine,
way-
you have much
This
greater-
way is 0 to 90, this way is 0 to 70, and so that gives you a clue why that shoulder pops up. She's
Because
just
when she
not
was
supposed to
supine,
be
her
able to.
external rotation was like a lot more.
Mhm.
When she's prone, you can't, it's like.
I
half.
prefer to do this supine than prone, honestly, but your book shows it in prone.
Cause it seems like it would be inaccurate, because when she was supine, she got a lot greater range of motion.
Right. Yeah, I prefer supine. Okay, while I've got you in this position, let's take a look at extension or hyperextension, okay? Like I said, out in the real world, they're gonna call this extension, even though technically speaking, it's hyperextension. Okay, so basically, your measurement technique is just like it was for flexion, just going in the other direction, okay? So, the center here is gonna be where you put your axis. Lift your arm up towards the sky for me. You've got 55, okay. Now, how would you do passive?
You would take her to active and then.
Well, yeah. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna cradle the arm. So I'm just using my arm as a cradle for hers. You see how I'm doing that?
Mhm.
So then I can lift or whatever.
So if you
Like
do
that one.
active, do you want to do passive too to see how much further you can take them?
Yeah.
And then what you would write down, active was this range and passive was this range.
So when you do passive range, you go from your active to passive?
Or you
Like
still go
No,
with
no,
the
no,
same?
passive range would be 0 to
Whatever it is.
65,
70. Well,
yeah.
I'm
And
just saying,
passive.
passive would be 0 to 70, active would be 0 to 65.
Okay. So she can go 5 degrees more with
Yeah.
passive. Okay. We never got the
function.
measurement of the internal rotation when you did it though, did we?
It was,
You did.
Yeah,
it was 0 to 8,
Yeah,
No, it's
75.
75.
You need 3 hands.
Okay, yeah, you can do. So flexion, adduction, extension, internal rotation, external rotation.
What about
horizontal.
Okay, there is a measurement for that. I'm not gonna hold you accountable for that. We're not gonna go there.
They don't do it?
They don't do it, or?
I've seen it done, but I've never actually, honestly, I've never really measured it clinically.
Cause it's just not like a major.
Well, it is a major movement, but unless you've got somebody that really can't, like,
Would you just have them do it and see?
You just have them touch their
yeah,
other
basically,
shoulders.
So what if they
basically,
can't
here's
get
your
done, you would measure
zero, and you just measure across. Measure out.
So across
They
wouldn't
can't
even be
get
a
all the
180,
way.
because you can only
Because-
stop like right
No.